Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with a topic session with my folks, Andre and Mahoganee Amiger, and they are coming to us from Beaufort, South Carolina at Responsible Artistry Sound Academy. And I think what they do is amazing. I think how they do what they do is awesome, and so I'm excited to have them come on and talk about what they do as far as the arts and the benefits of how they do what they do. And so first, I just want to say thank y'all for taking the time to chop it up with me with this topic session.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely, absolutely. We really appreciate this.
All right. Well, if you don't mind, talk to us about what it is you guys do, with Responsible Artistry Sound Academy.
Okay. Well, we are musicians. I'm a recording artist and I'm a songwriter. And my husband is a music producer. And so it just makes sense for us to teach through music because that's our passion and that's our purpose. And through our organization, Responsible Artistry, we work with kids in pretty much all aspects of the arts. We touch on it. From the music to the visual art, to dance, to we'll be getting into performance. We're going to do videography for our next summer camp. So we do a little bit of everything, and we create a cohesive space where they are extremely comfortable in being their 100% authentic selves. So we allow them to just tap into whatever their creative thing is. And then we work to enhance that, from our background and from our experience.
I know, we talked off air a little bit about some of the benefits of that. And I just think, me, myself, coming from, my mother and grandmother are ministers of music in our churches that we grew up in. And so, of course, always being around music and creatives and, just going along singing in the car and, just all different kinds of creative things. I have the utmost respect for that because I know it's a special talent, and I think it's also it lets you go beyond mentally and be a creative. And just like you said, it's pretty cool stuff when a kid can just be in a place, non-judgmental. Exactly. Hey, be free. Let's create. None of that other stuff matters. Let's have some fun and get after it.
Absolutely.
And what do you guys see as some benefits for what you do?
The benefits. Oh man, well, for us, the joy of seeing them light up is really priceless, and to see them getting their creative juices flowing, because once they're going and they're in that space, they're right there. It's like they found it, they did there, and it's priceless because when you say it's like a timeout or a break, they actually catch an attitude because they want to continue. So you got to say, okay, well, time out the break, we'll do it. Yeah. So the benefit is always seeing them just grow. Like when we do our summer camps or we do our high school programs, is they grow. That's and the benefits of watching them grow. It's like planting the seed. They just it just is awesome. It's really awesome.
Mm-hmm. And just to see them blossom, like you said, just the growth, and and kind of, I know you kind of mentioned some of the things that if you kind of can give some specifics on some of the things you do. I know you've talked to me about like some of the performances or some of the things you got scheduled. If you don't mind talking about some of that.
Well, as a songwriter, of course, we work on lyrics, work on poetry, and because my husband built a stage, we can also work on stage presence. We worked on how to respect the artist on stage when you are sitting in the audience. We worked on, projecting your voice and everything that you can think of, from an audience member to the honoring the stage, as your home. We talk to them about everything in between, respecting that space and not talking, and carrying on conversations while a person is giving you themselves on stage, and for me, like that's a big deal, because I'm an artist. Yeah.
Huge.
Like everybody says, I'm serious about, I'm serious about my ish, so teaching them now, to respect the artist and, the stage and growing into all facets of your artistry. And then my husband works on them with the recording aspect, everything in the studio, everything is labeled so that when they go in the studio, they know what monitors are, they know what a mic stand is, all the little things we show them. And
like even like what kind of mic, what kind of mic, what does the mic do? I mean, I even put the mic apart and say, okay, well, here's what this is. Here's what this does. So you understand the difference between if the difference between the different mics, and that's one thing we learn. But to pull back a little bit, one of the biggest things that we do when they first walk in the door, I am big on expectations. Like I set my rules down. Like, we had kids in here at one point. It's like we had a nice group of kids, and I know you can relate to this part. If you're talking while I'm talking, then you're not learning.
Hey, it's funny. It's funny you say that, because when she was talking about the respect of, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Exactly.
You're like, hey, be quiet and listen.
Exactly. Like I was talking one time. These two little girls, it was having a full-fledged conversation in front of me. Right. So I'm saying to myself, okay, wait a minute. I said, maybe I need to do something to, catch their attention. So I had to stop and say, okay, how about this? How about you two come over here and introduce who you are and tell us, share with us what you are talking about of importance. It's like, oh no, we weren't talking about nothing. Well, okay, what I'm saying is going to help you. So what you're saying is you want to play. I said, well, play time is about 2 hours. So we can play then, but now here's my rules, and having no expectations is important to me. You know what I mean? And, even saying yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, it's a big thing. I tell kids all the time, even some of my adults, some of my parents, I had to pull them to the side. Like, whatever happened to you from your car before you got here to the building, I need you to take whatever that was and take back outside.
Put it in your car and drive off with it.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like, don't come in here with that, and I do it. And I'm not rude about it, but I'm saying this is a peaceful environment. It's creative. It's for the kids to just get loose and be who they are. So if you're doing it, your child's going to do it. So if I get you to stop, then your child's going to stop. Yeah. So what we do is the kids know when they come in. Okay, first thing first, you speak. Right? You speak. You let us know what's going on with you, and then we go from there. But you don't come in here with attitude and you just throwing stuff around. Like, no, let's walk up back up. Like, I've taken a child. I have walked the child outside. I said, let's go outside. Come in. gonna count to 10,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna walk back in, and then you tell me how you feel. And then they was like, oh, I'm So that's another part of like that priceless moment or that benefit. You know what I mean? To really just watch them get those little nuggets, so to speak.
Yeah. I think how you break it down to,
Right.
I think everything starts with respect and expectations.
Right.
And I think when you can learn to show respect to people and treat people as you want to be treated, kind of like you said, like if there's somebody talking to you, they're not talking to you to waste their breath, like that.
Right.
Like you need to listen, or if it's, somebody with amazing talent that's performing, you need to give that person respect,
Absolutely.
and that's life. And I think, those are lessons that you learn through music and performing and the arts, but really, just like in sports, in my arena, it's just, it's life. It all relates to life. And when you can learn to do those things in your life, I think it helps you be successful. My next deal I want to do is just, if you guys don't mind telling where the audience can go, check you out, and show you some support. And if, there's any things that you guys, need, help with, assistance with on your end, as far as people support or whatever, I'd like to give you the opportunity to do that, because like I said, when we started, man, I think what y'all do is amazing. And so I back you, and you guys that are listening and watching, if there's any way you can check out what they do, please do, because like I said, I probably said awesome and amazing about 10 or 15 times.
Hey, I appreciate that,
I know,
brother, but I really tell the kids, right, like, you're amazing. You're awesome. And you'd be surprised how much they don't get.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even I had one kid, if he did something sideways, he just fall out. I said, no, listen, it's okay.
No.
It's all right. I had to teach them stop being angry and learn how to channel that anger to do something with it. Don't just go throw a tantrum, or I understand you're little or you're medium or whatever size you may be, but stop for a minute. I think I've done enough where I cleaned up enough. So.
Oh man, that's too funny. But yeah, Tef, you don't mind, tell us where they can follow you and check you out. You guys.
Absolutely. So our website is responsibleartistry.org. And actually on the website, all of our social media is actually listed at the bottom. The Facebook page, our Instagram page, our Twitter page, and everything will be a hashtag, responsible artistry. Whether it's art, music, we're even venturing into food, eating healthy in our journey, from that aspect. But everything you can find on responsibleartistry.org. And we can use help, especially with funding for the summer camp, to be able to, when you have a high expectation for the kids, then what you want to give them, is of our highest expectations.
Yes.
So we want to have the best equipment. We want to have the best teachers and working with us. And since we're on a campus here at TCL, we're going to tap into some of the students here, to also be a part of what we do. And so being able to, have food for them, maybe they're college student, so have funding to be able to, pay them when necessary. It all, works for the greater good in being service to other people. So we always accept donations, but really we want to be able to have the best equipment, to work with the kids on.
Well, good deal. So if any of you guys have any of that or would like to help, please reach out to them at responsibleartistry.org and help out, because again, it's a great cause for the greater good. And I think it helps so many, steer so many kids in the right way. And this is something I truly believe in, being an educator and being in a family of educators. I think when you have kids, kids can choose to do things the wrong way. But when you have kids that are making an effort to choose to do things the right way, I believe you have to go above and beyond to help them, and not just kids, but people too,
Right.
And so,
Yeah.
and that's why, I said that amazing and awesome so many times, because I think how you do what you do, I think it helps so many people. You guys are taking your God-given talent and abilities and not just using them in a, just about me.
Right.
Yeah, I can sing, not sing, yeah, I can sing, but yeah, I can put some stuff together. I can lay the track, I can,
Right.
but
hit that I know.
yeah. But you guys are using, taking your time and energies and efforts to teach others, and that's what it's about. That's when a big man, truly helps us, because we're in alignment with our assignment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you guys for taking the time to talk with me about what you do. I truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure. And we in your lane is not really work. Well, it's not really us. I mean, we understand what we're doing and how we're doing it. So we have to lay the foundation. We have to lay the path we want them to walk down. Right? We hold them. We'll hold their hands to a certain extent, but at some point we have to make sure they can just hold themselves. And that's where we are now. Was like the kids we deal with now. A lot of them are just taking what we give them, and they just running with it. And I think that, well, I don't think, I know that we're in that right space. We're in the right lane. We're going the right speed. You know what I mean? And the right kids are falling in place. I will say this, that to climb the mountain, you know what I mean? We run into bumps and bruises on the way as we go up, you know what I mean? And to teach them to understand that, like, it's not an easy task. So to climb, you got to really scrape, and you got to dig in. You got to go. You got to like go.
And I have some grit.
Yeah.
Go get it, baby. Go get it with grit.
Right.
and enjoy the process. You got to learn to enjoy that. You realize that, hey, those things are gonna happen. Now you can either let it stop you. You can say, hey, come on, let's go. Hey, and use it as a learning opportunity.
Exactly.
Every moment I get, I see one. We was talking about the valley and the peak, and I explained to him, like, a lot of people don't make it out of the valley because once they get there, they can't see nothing. So you have to be able to climb to get to that peak, and they're like, well, I'm doing this. That's part of it. That's part of it. That's part of life. That's part of it. It's not smooth. Don't look for it to be smooth. You're gonna have to sacrifice something to get something. Right?
Hey, that's the currency. If everything costs something,
Exactly.
and in order to achieve great things, like you got to sacrifice and go achieve great things.
Exactly.
Well, y'all, again, thank you, and audience, you guys, thank you for checking out this topic session with the fam here. And
well, thank you for having such an awesome platform.
Oh yeah, man.
For us to
I
be
love
able to do this.
So
thank you.
Definitely.
Truly been a blessing. Been a blessing.
It is.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. God bless.
Thank you.
All right.
Go get it.